Europe is sweltering under the second heat wave to hit the region in weeks. Wildfires have been scorching countries across southwest Europe, and amid this, temperatures in the UK are expected to cross the 40 degrees Celsius mark today. The United Kingdom's Weather Service issued a first ever red warning for extreme heat. The Met Office issued the red warning for heat across large parts of England, stretching from York and Manchester to London and the southeast. They cautioned that there was a risk to life. The UK's highest temperature on record is 38.7 degrees Celsius, which was recorded in 2019 in Cambridge. However, that may change, with today's forecast predicting a temperature over 40 degrees. Meanwhile, amber warnings have been issued in the rest of England, all of Wales and parts of Scotland. So what do these alerts mean? The amber alert means there is an increased possibility of weather to have a severe impact on the day-to-day activities. There is also the possibility of power cuts and travel delays. On the other hand, the red alert meaning that dangerous weather is expected and citizens should take immediate measures to ensure their safety. It also means there is an increased risk to life. The red alert also means that travel disruptions are likely. The latest weather warnings prompting some schools to remain shut over the next few days, and people flocked to the coastal town of Bournemouth to cool off. They played in the water and enjoyed the breeze on the coast. Scientists and experts have attributed the extreme heat and erratic weather patterns to climate change. And with us on the broadcast this minute is John Bever, live from Weston-super-Mare. Thanks very much for being here with us. If you can just get us up to speed with the kind of measures that the authorities have advised the people to take at this time to beat the heat.
Yeah, absolutely. So where I am now is a very popular seaside town, but as you can see, there are very few people here. A lot of people heeding the warnings from the Met Office. As you say, they've issued their first ever red alert warning. This was a new system that was brought in place last year to try and simplify things. So the message is for those in the red areas of England who are going to be experiencing quite possibly record heat, then what they're being encouraged to do is to very much limit travelling if they have to, not to be out in the sun, try and take on as much water as possible, all those simple things that in the UK we're not used to that sort of heat, so they are worried that people aren't going to know really how to cope with it. Of course, plenty of our viewers will know all about heat in excess of 40 degrees, but that's never been seen here in the UK, so there is a real danger here that people could be affected, and of course just general disruption as well. Things like the trains are going more slowly because the train lines aren't built to handle the heat, so they're worried that the speed of the trains might buckle the rails. So we have all of these things being taken into account as things are really starting to hot up here in the UK.
Right, several trains cancelled. Schools have decided to also remain shut in several parts. A lot of these services that have been affected. A quick summary of what life is looking like there right now.
Yeah, so my daughter's school, for example, she goes to a primary school, so that's from ages 5 to 11. And what the school have said there is that they were open this morning, but they have reserved the right to close the school at any point if they feel it's simply too hot for the children to be there. Of course, in the UK, a lot of houses don't have air conditioning because these extended heat waves with these extreme temperatures are not normal. So most houses don't have air conditioning. Most new build houses in themselves don't have air conditioning. Older offices, they also don't have air conditioning. So people are going to be struggling in terms of how to keep cool. Everyone just being encouraged to stay out of the sun, as I've said. The health services here are braced for the impact that this is going to have on the UK. We've got things like more ambulance drivers on standby, more call handlers taking those 999 emergency calls. But the authorities here, so that's the Met Office and the government and the emergency services, are all urging people to take this seriously, that maybe today is not the day to be out enjoying the sun. Today is the day to be hiding away from it and trying to do all you can to limit your time in the sun. And as you say, we have got some disruption, especially in terms of travel. But in those red areas, people being urged not to travel at all, to cancel any plans they've got, and to really take this seriously as we're seeing this huge heat wave that's been in Europe sweeping up into the UK.
John Bever, thanks very much for getting us a quick roundup of what things are looking like on the ground. We're leaving it there for the moment. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.